Welcome to the Third Generation Wrestling Podcast with your hosts, Eric and Rob.
Okay. Welcome in, ladies and gentlemen. We just got done watching SummerSlam 2021. It is in the books. I'm your host, DaReaL Big E. My co-host, Rob the Ambassador. How you doing?
I'm doing good, man. Ready to talk about this one. Curious to see everybody's thoughts.
MJ Book in the building.
Great to be back here again on the show. SummerSlam night. Watching with my cousin, my boy, my best friend here, Rob. Interested in seeing how everybody talks about this.
And welcome back again, Doc Stevens. What's happening?
Hi, guys.
Wow, man, you've been gone all that time, and that's all we can get.
I'm paying attention to your phone, man.
It's this organic juice, and it tastes like hell. But man, I'm happy to be back. SummerSlam night, no better time. So let's get into it. Oh, put your kids to bed. The doc's in the building.
Yeah, well, my kids aren't here for once, so
yeah.
All right. Well, I said in the prediction show that they had an opportunity. They had an opportunity to put on a spectacle. About 30 minutes ago, I would have said they fucked that up. But now I'm kind of at the point where I'm like, okay, there was some good, a lot of bad on this show though. There's still some shit, man. Man. This was not what I was expecting at all, and it actually has a lot more to do than just the matches itself. Man. You had a football stadium and you treated it like this felt like I might be in the minority here. And they promoted this damn show on this show. But this felt like a damn Saudi Arabia show.
That fair?
Oh, yeah, it did.
I've never watched them.
Where was the set? Where was the pyro?
We'll talk about that later with a certain person.
Yeah. Nobody had pyro. Nobody.
Right.
And I just don't understand. You went all out, no pun intended. Definitely not tonight, no pun intended. Got the biggest stadium within 100 miles, and didn't do anything with it. I don't understand why they picked that venue. They might as well just went to the T-Mobile Arena at that point. But okay. I don't want to ramble too long. We got a lot to talk about. Okay, so starting off with the kickoff show. Did everybody watch the kickoff show?
Unfortunately, I wasn't able because I was en route over here to Mike, so I did not get to see any of the matches on the pre-show.
I was rushing, getting off work, literally. So I was still preparing. So I saw a little bit of Big E, but not. I don't even know who won the match. I'm assuming Big E.
Yeah, the Big E versus Baron Corbin. Baron Corbin stole his briefcase, so broke down ass Baron Corbin. It was a decent match. I thought it was decent. But it was still. I gave it TV quality. Big E did win with the big ending, got his briefcase back, and that's pretty much how the crowd popped big for it. Though they were really into the match, so it was a good way to market the show. Based on that match, I thought it was just going to get better after that. Like, it wasn't bad by any stretch of imagination. It was just kind of like, a basic, run-of-the-mill good match.
Yeah, he gave
So-
KO room for his money. It was a pretty decent match.
He gave who?
KO.
Who the?
KO.
KO.
What show were you watching?
That wasn't a match with
Not
Big
unless
E.
KO got us some darker skin.
Hold on.
Wait.
The
Big E
the kickoff show match tonight, SummerSlam 2021. Big
It was
E
two.
versus
Wasn't it two?
no.
My bad. Keep talking.
God damn, man.
The doctor of wordonomics is back in the house.
Hey, it's okay. We wouldn't expect anything different. It's all right, Doc. It's all right. It's
Doc
okay.
of wordonomics, baby.
It's okay.
Sorry,
Oh
guys.
shit. Okay. Well, in the event, ladies.
Oh wait, you know what happened? I watched SmackDown before I watched it. Remember, he fought KO and Big E came out in the white T-shirt. Yeah, go ahead, man.
Mm-hmm. Okay. Big E won, guys. Briefcase back. That was the kickoff show. All right.
Got a grade?
TV quality.
Okay.
Just TV quality. All right, and then
What else nasty?
the main show, RK Bro versus AJ and Omos to start the show, which I thought was appropriate on paper, anyway. And I thought it was a fun match. I thought this was the appropriate way to start the show, actually. Crowd is into Riddle. They're into, obviously, Randy Orton, the whole RK Bro thing. And AJ Styles is still the GOAT, as far as I'm concerned. So he's going to get his pops as well. I thought it was a good match. I thought it was fun. I looked like Omos is still slowly but surely getting better. He doesn't look like he's like clunky or anything, or his movements are laboring. So I like that about him. But in the end, Randy Orton, it came down to AJ and Randy Orton with their final exchange, and Randy hitting that final RKO, and we got new Raw Tag Team champs. And so far, it was 1-for-1 as far as prediction goes, and I gave it pay-per-view worthy. I thought it was a good way to start the show. Like I said, fun match. No qualms with it really at all. Rob?
Yeah, I enjoyed it. I went TV quality only because, look, Almost is really coming on, but I still don't think he's all the way there. It wasn't a bad match. I got my prediction right as well. I enjoyed the match, but I just didn't think it quite made it to pay-per-view quality. So I went TV quality, almost pay-per-view quality, but still TV quality.
I had to give this middle of the road. It wasn't terrible or bad or anything like that. It just, I mean, I'm glad Riddle was a part of the winning end of it, but I'm glad they got the belts off AJ because he is as great as he is. This is dragging him down a little bit, so hopefully they'll just separate this, but we know they can't because Almost is just not ready yet. But middle of the road, not anything terrible. Definitely would see far worse. So middle of the road.
I gave it pay-per-view worthy. You know, I'm the biggest Randy Orton fan. I do wish he would have hit, how you say his name? Almost. I wish he would have hit on RKO. I did want to see it, but it didn't happen. And I didn't want to see the what do you call it? The floating bro off the road. But that didn't happen. But they won. So yeah, man. Pay-per-view card. It was a good match.
Yeah, I agree. I do agree.
Yeah.
Come on.
But we gotta
Come on.
Nope. You already know how this goes. Eva Marie versus Alexa Bliss. Rob, go ahead.
Come on now, you know what this was. Now, If we're going by the old grading system, this is an F. If we're going by the new one, it's a go fuck yourself. This was a terrible match. Okay? This was a terrible match. Now, Alexa Bliss is better than this. Even Eva Marie is better than this. Okay, slapping around the doll. Absolute garbage.
Oh, shoot.
A complete waste of fucking time, man. I'm telling you, look, they got to let this go with Alexa. This gimmick is not working for her. Now, I will say something. It didn't sound like the crowd was giving her a lot of grief. I couldn't hear any Bray chants. Maybe it was bad audio, but this is just some bullshit to give it another grade. Yeah, somebody else has to go. Somebody else has to go. Y'all know what I thought. It was bullshit. It was garbage. Terrible.
Doc.
It was a GFY. I think it was. I usually like to look at Eva, but first, she had a fade on this side with bobby pins, and then she had the hair doing like this funky thing on this side. So that was the first thing. I'm with Rob. I give it a GFY, and it was some bullshit.
I'm an Alexa fan, still am. Eva Marie is a waste of space. She's always been a waste of space. She's just a chick who looks good and can't wrestle, so she's a diva era wrestler. There's only one grade. This deserves. So listeners, say it with me, say it loud, say it proud. This is a fucking F. Come on. This is getting ridiculous. I felt bad for Alexa because she's stuck dealing with this chick who cannot wrestle. And the only reason she's there is tits and ass. That is it. She's not there for her wrestling ability because she's got none. So at least we didn't hear the Bray chants. I didn't hear any. So at least she didn't have to suffer. We just all had to suffer from watching it. So I feel bad for Alexa. I still think there's something here with the gimmick, but they got to do something. There's been good moments, but this was not one of them. There has been. This just was not one of them.
Okay. Before I say the obvious grade, I just had to put this out here. I'm probably in the minority on this, and I might get some looks, but man.
Uh-oh.
That there dude drop, man, she can get it.
Oh, man, hey, I like me a thick girl. I ain't mad about that. I like a thick girl.
That's not gonna get you any looks.
No.
I didn't want to say it.
I was thinking the same thing.
Man, dude drop can drop down on me, boy. I tell you.
I was thinking she could trap my head.
She could do the drop.
Okay. All right. Well, yeah. But fuck this match, okay? And fuck them for putting it on SummerSlam. All right. It doesn't even deserve a recap. It's irrelevant. It's stupid. However, Doudrop did get over at the end, so there's that. That's about all I can say. Moving on. Sheamus and Damian Priest for the United States Championship. Now this started off pretty slow.
Real slow.
The crowd was sitting on their hands in the beginning here. But I will say these two rebounded. Somehow, some way, they made the match interesting again and intriguing. I didn't get a lot of it to Damian Priest. I think he's someone that people find interesting, that they want to see do well, and he has an interesting look, unique look. They turned the match around for me. I ended up giving it pay-per-view worthy. I thought it was actually pretty good by the end. The crowd was back into it. They got the crowd back, they got me back interested in it, and I like that. They did the whole segment with the mask, him ripping the mask off Sheamus, and we got a new United States champion. I liked it. I did. Book.
Middle of the road. Middle of the road. And sad thing is, Damian, that when he dove to the outside, it was bad.
Yeah, that was ugly.
He completely missed.
Yeah, he botched that.
Barely made it over the rope, and he landed hard. And I think it took away from the match because he hurt himself. You don't land on that part of the body and come away feeling very good. So he was hurt the whole way. I don't want to punish him for that, but he missed it. He totally missed it. So it kind of took away from the match. But there's still money in Damian Priest. He's still a talent. This is not going to hurt his career by any means. There's still a lot of money there. So middle of the road, feel bad doing that to Damian Priest. And I feel bad doing that to Sheamus because I do like Sheamus. But middle of the road.
Hey, Doc.
You know what? The fact that Damian Priest took that risk on the big stage, that gave me like some more respect for him. The match was great to me. I like the back and forth, and like you said, it did start slow. Damian Priest got some mean kicks. Like he was kicking, he got some mean kicks. But yeah, it was decent. I gave it I'll say it's pay-per-view worthy. I can give pay-per-view worthy.
Okay.
Yeah, I went pay-per-view worthy. Everybody said it started slow, and then I was worried when Priest took that bump on his hip because he seemed to be favoring that hip. He kept kind of touching it, but I give dude props. He continued with the match. He landed a couple of those good kicks, and he took a couple of bumps on that hip and worked his way through it, won the title. The crowd popped for it, and I was happy for Damian. I'm an NXT guy. I remember him in NXT. I was glad to see him get the spot on the main roster. I'm glad to see him get this championship. And so I went pay-per-view worthy. I thought it was a nice moment.
Right on. Yeah, I'm happy for him too. Watched him in NXT. Glad to see him where he is. The SmackDown Tag Team Championships, the Usos versus the Rey Mysterio versus the Mysterios, Rey Mysterio and Dominic.
The Rey Mysterios.
They might as well be shit.
He's such a character.
Middle of the road. It was middle of the road. It was a SmackDown match, in my opinion, that we've seen before already. And it was pretty predictable. There was no reason to take the titles off the Usos because the champ, they just got the championships. It's not going to look good for the bloodline to lose that fast. So they did what they do, but it wasn't like, back when the New Day and the Usos had their series of matches, and those were some spectacular matches. This was just a match, middle of the road. That's all I can give it. Rob?
I gave it TV quality. Like you said, it wasn't predictable, but at this point, we had all predicted every match to go the way it went. So I'm not going to give it a bad grade for that. The Usos can go, the Mysterios can go. So it's what we would expect from them, but it wasn't anything we hadn't already seen before. So I'll go TV quality because, like you said, it's something we could have seen on SmackDown. That we have seen on SmackDown.
Right.
Okay. I have to agree with Eric. Middle of the road. Again. Is this a pattern? Don't worry. That'll change.
Yeah. It's about to change it, all right.
This was predictable. Blah. You knew how it would end. I'm glad the Usos won because they're the only legit tag team there. So nobody should have the belts. But yeah, this was just some blah. I could have tolerated this on the pre-show, but since it's the Usos, Roman's not going to let them be on a pre-show. So I could have done without this match. Nothing special, nothing awesome, nothing memorable. I'll forget about it, and I'm already starting to.
I'm not gonna say much about it. I gave it a go fuck yourself. And some bullshit.
Well, okay. I wasn't expecting that.
Yeah, I wasn't.
You sure you're not booked, Doc?
You're learning.
I did sound like this is some motherfucking shit. Yeah, man, it was terrible. I could have did without it. They could have this on SmackDown and put somebody else in. It's nothing to really say. The Usos got nice kicks. That's it.
Yeah.
Oh, well, that's the most extreme vote.
It's about to get worse. All right.
Okay.
Well, Inside Man, I know you're listening, and you did your job. You put out the word, and I looked on Twitter, and it was confirmed that this match was not going to be as televised as announced. So why they went to the trouble of even doing the video package, I don't know. And even just mentioning Sasha in general. Just, you got a kickoff show for a reason. She's not there. Y'all know she's not there. Stop fucking acting like she's there.
But okay, and I don't mean to cut you off, but has anybody heard why Sasha wasn't there? I expressed concern on our podcast last night because she wasn't on SmackDown. So has anyone heard anything?
No, I tried to look, and the closest thing I could determine was it's probably COVID related. So, what happened was, I know that earlier in the week they were thumbs up, and then I guess something happened. I'm guessing a test result came back, and then they shut it down. So it is what it is. So Bianca comes out as if the match is going on. And the other reason I say you didn't just show the video package to us watching from home. You showed a stadium of 50,000 people, the video package.
51.
And then you just casually say, hey, oh, by the way, yes, Sasha ain't gonna be here. Carmelo, get your funky ass out here and wrestle Bianca. I'm pissed for the people at this point because this whole segment just went all over the place. So Carmelo's coming out here. They're chanting, we want Sasha. Where's Sasha? Oh, Sasha. They're just chanting everything Sasha, right?
Mm-hmm.
And I'm literally phone in hand about to tweet some shit. And then music hits. Huge pop. Huge return. Chance or no chance. Rob got it right. Becky Lynch made her return. And I even jumped up. I popped huge. Like, oh shit. That's the only thing that could have made up for not having Sasha is this. We're gonna get the EST versus the man, and it's gonna be off the chain. It's gonna be classic, instant classic.
They're gonna tear the house. They're gonna tear the house down.
That's what Becky said.
They're gonna
blow the roof off of the place.
That's what
Yeah. Mm-hmm. One motherfucking move.
I counted 2.
It was 2.
In my eyes, I saw one move, and then 1, 2, 3, and it was over.
What was the move? Because I blinked and I looked back at the TV and they was counting.
Sidewalk slam, pen.
There was
Sidewalk.
something before the sidewalk slam, but I can't. I don't know if it was
ducked
an elbow
She
or
kind of,
something,
yeah, she kind of
or
like,
something.
She won on a sidewalk slam.
Yes.
hey, Big Boss Man made a career out of that.
Yeah, but he weighed like 300 pounds. Becky looked like she weighed about 150.
With clothes on. That's
But
crazy.
besides the fact that Becky clearly lost her ass having that baby, she lost me with this match, and so did WWE. Y'all didn't fuck Kofi, and y'all didn't fuck Bianca. Sorry, I tweeted this out. They gotta stop doing this shit. Okay, it's gotta stop. You got a black champion that's over with the crowd, and you bring back the white boy and the white girl, and they don't just. It's okay to win. There's no shame in losing to Brock Lesnar. There's no shame in losing to Becky Lynch. Have a fucking match. Y'all know what it is. GFY. Fuck this. Fuck all this. I don't care about Becky coming back. That pop don't mean shit no more. Fuck it. Get it off my. I don't care no more. Now she's back as the champ, and she's gonna be on SmackDown. What's she gonna challenge? Challenge back Bianca Belair. Now we're gonna have this feud all of a sudden. Who cares? She already squashed you. She smashed you. One move. Rob, say something.
Well, man, look, it was some bullshit. We know it. Man, look, am I happy to see Becky back? Of course, everybody is. Was I disappointed that Sasha wasn't there? Yeah, the way WWE handled that whole situation, terrible. Terrible. If you knew Sasha wasn't going to be there, we should have known that, like you said, Big E, at least on the pre-show. Or maybe they should have just announced it last night when she wasn't at SmackDown, because if she wasn't at SmackDown, if it's a COVID thing, then you had to know she wasn't going to be able to go tonight. Let us know at that point. So they bring Carmella out, who had just gotten her ass beat last night. Okay. Obviously, you're trying to save the day by bringing out Becky. Fine. But then you have Becky announce, how about you and I, Bianca, blow the roof off of this place? So I'm thinking, okay, they're going to have a real match. And I don't have a problem with Becky going over because it's Becky Lynch, the man. Okay, we all know, right? Okay, so if you have a real hard-fought match and Becky gets over, I'm not mad.
No problem.
But come on, don't do Bianca like that. I know Bianca wasn't the best champion. Maybe her star rose too quickly. You can argue that, but I don't see how you think it's right to have her lose in that manner on that stage, even to Becky. It's not right. Everything about this, the way WWE handled the situation with Sasha, the way they handled Becky defeating Bianca, it was all garbage. I could go lower than some bullshit, but I'm going to stick with what I said, and I'm going to just say this was definitely some bullshit.
Oh, you're going to me, sir? Well, what could I possibly give this? I will say about a week or two ago, there was rumblings that this match was not going to happen. So I didn't pay a whole lot of attention to it, but I started hearing it then. So I hope that whatever happened, that it's something legitimate, that we can understand her not being there. Illness, death, something serious that you can understand, because if it's her being a diva, bye-bye to Sasha Banks. As far as this match goes,
Come on. You need more than that.
Again.
I need one of them.
Yeah, hey, once again, hey, send us our money. We're waiting for that money. This ain't the first time this drink has appeared on our podcast. Where's our money?
Well, listeners, for the second time, say it with me, say it loud and proud. This is an absolute dumpster fire, flaming, motherfucking, goddamn terrible F. What the fuck? Now, I'm glad Becky's back, which we got that right. We all knew she was coming back. But not like this. This I may not be the biggest Bianca fan, but she didn't deserve this. Becky doesn't deserve this. We didn't deserve this. We all lost. There's no winners in this situation. So, and right now the only villain is Sasha, and we don't even know the truth yet. So maybe we should hold off on making her the villain till we know exactly what's going on. But it's not looking good for her. Hopefully, it's something we can understand.
She's not the villain here.
She shouldn't be, but I saw some comments, people jumping the gun a little bit, saying some really mean shit.
Okay. The only reason I'm going to give her the benefit of the doubt is because look what happened with Keith Lee. He had a serious medical problem, and they kept that under wraps.
That's what I'm saying.
I don't know what her problem is, but like you said, hopefully it's not something where she just caught an attitude. I don't think that's the case, but I don't want to jump the gun either. So that's why
I'm waiting on.
That's fair. That's fair. Look, either way, I think we can say WWE did not handle this situation properly. They didn't do us any favors. They didn't do Sasha, Becky, Bianca. Didn't do anybody any favors tonight with this. It was terrible.
Like I said, nobody won out of this. We all lost. And Tony Khan's laughing his ass off.
He's not done laughing.
With CM Punk sitting right there next to him.
Yeah,
right.
And he's not
you
done.
Talk
There's
about
still more to come. He's not done laughing.
Yeah, you talk about returns and how to do them the right way versus the wrong way. Ain't close.
That's what I'm saying. They're laughing their asses off.
Go ahead, Doc.
I gave it an instant classic bullshit. Yeah. Everybody said, they was happy Becky came back, but I don't know what y'all saw. That wasn't the man. That was the boy. She built like an 8th grade little girl. Who the hell did I say?
Hey, she did have a child, so it does change things.
Yeah, she did have a kid.
She ain't tight like she used to be.
Bundle up.
Yeah. All right. Well, let's just move on because as much as it pains me, Rob, I'm sure you just. I'm glad to see your eyes are in the front because I'm sure you rolled them back as hard as you fucking could when you saw that crown jewel was coming back in October.
Man.
Hello.
What you thought, what you said during that, what you think we should do on here.
Oh, I was just telling Mike, we do these watch-alongs, right? I told him he needs to watch Goldberg versus Taker, and he needs to watch Brothers of Destruction versus DX from Saudi Arabia.
No.
Yeah.
You ain't gonna get me to watch that shit.
Laugh your ass off, boy.
Look, say he ain't going.
Both of the matches, and when Kane mask flew up.
I told him.
No, I am not looking at that. I am not looking.
And we ain't even watching, and we're laughing. We're not even watching. We're just thinking about it. That's how bad it was.
That shit was priceless.
Oh man.
Looking at my Taker stuff. No.
Oh man.
All right, yeah, let's move on. I gotta think of something else.
Well,
it's not gonna get much better.
Right. I'm about to say this ain't really what you want to think about. Damn it, this man. Fuck this match too. Shit. Jinder Mahal versus Drew McIntyre. I don't care. They didn't do this right. I'm really tired of sugarcoating this shit. 3MB, just bring up the history, make it a grudge match, bring some anger into this because it wasn't heated. You got Drew McIntyre, who I used to look at as a badass, because like I said, he doesn't need to be out there playing poke sword in
poke sword
medieval times and shit. He is the sword. Look at him.
What was that?
I didn't think a human being could make a sound like
What
that.
the hell was that? Did somebody squeeze your balls?
Oh, stop, man. Why? Why say that?
This was absolutely pointless, worthless. I'm using books terminology because I don't have any. I don't have words for this shit. It was so bad. The crowd could give less of a fuck about this shit because by the time Drew hit the kick, nobody cared. It was over. They were like, "Oh, this was the bathroom break. This was the piss break everybody wanted," and it's a damn shame that it had to be Drew McIntyre. I get putting him in the mid card so you don't John Cena him up, and he's always in the main event. But goddamn, y'all could have did better than this. Fuck this. Steve, Doc, go ahead.
It was a fuck yourself. Period. Who's next?
Rob, go ahead.
I got to agree with Doc on this one. I mean, come on, man. Complete waste of time. I was hoping for Heath Slater to come out. That's how bad this was.
He did say it.
Yeah.
That would have helped it.
Yeah, it couldn't have made it worse.
That proves how bad this was.
Yeah.
Heath Slater needs to show up.
Yeah.
Let's. I want ready to move on. Just go ahead. Yeah. Drop it in, brother.
Oh boy.
This
is gonna be a trashy kind of night. I am gonna get absolutely trashed.
This is why you have to watch YouTube. If you're listening on the podcast version, audio version, you gotta watch the show.
Yeah.
Once again, listeners, say with me, say loud, say it proud. This is a motherfucking F. What on earth is going on? This is the party of the summer? This ain't a party I ever wanted to go to.
This is
the party I make sure to skip, don't go to. I'm sick. What on earth is going on, Drew? I felt bad for you, bro. Jinder, who the fuck cares? But Drew, god damn, man. I'm just glad you won. But yeah, could have done without this. This was just some shit. Move on.
All right. Well, I feel like we got better because it couldn't get much worse. And this is what I was hoping would steal the show. Charlotte Flair versus Nikki, almost a superhero versus Rhea Ripley. It wasn't bad. Wasn't quite great either. I felt like there was something. I don't know how to. I don't want to shit on the match because I thought that they tried, but for whatever reason, maybe it was just the fact that we just saw a lot of shit and then had to try to get back up for this. Maybe that played a part. I felt like the crowd was into this match for all three participants. I even feel like the right person won, but I don't know. There was just something off about the match. I don't know what it is. I can't put a finger on it, but something's off. I will still give this pay-per-view worthy. I think it was still good enough for that. It wasn't. It's a low end. It's almost TV, but it's still a pay-per-view worthy match. Unfortunately, my prediction did not come true, but it still felt right that Charlotte won after I saw the match the way it played out. I did like how Rhea kept trying to go for the riptide and Nikki kept countering it and it was clean. Here's what it was. Now I remember. Nikki's timing was off in this match. there's a spot on the outside that is distinct. It stands out that you can tell she's late getting on the top rope. It's really obvious, and she was late to another spot in the match too. So I think that's what it was. All that still, I'm giving it pay-per-view. Book, what'd you think?
Let me start this off by saying Charlotte Flair, the best damn wrestler in existence.
Yep. She is. She just is.
Period.
Yep. Right now, she is.
Totally. And this match, I gave pay-per-view worthy on the high end. Maybe it's just the fact that I'd seen so much shit and just seeing just a little bit of sunshine maybe just made me feel good. But there were definitely some moments that were not pleasant. And Nikki seems to be the one that had the most of those. I'm glad that Blank Woman finally doesn't have the belt. Thank God Charlotte has it. Charlotte, I think, got the best reaction of all three. Again, Charlotte Flair, the best damn wrestler in the world. I'm glad she has that belt. There is nobody in that company that deserves that belt more. She deserves both of them. She deserves both of them. She's just that damn good. Sorry, Triple H.
Well, you never know. You know, her and Becky have history. So
I know. I mean, that's about the only match that you could put together right now that I care about. Is just put them in at some interpromotional match. I would love to see it because we know they can go. So pay-per-view worthy on the high end. Glad Nikki doesn't have the belt. Part of me wanted Rhea to win, but I knew she wasn't going to win. I'm glad I got this prediction wrong.
I got it wrong also, but I did say that I thought the winners would be either Rhea or no. I think I said it would either be Nikki or Charlotte. I thought with it being a three-way, I thought that would make it easier for Nikki to retain. Nikki was the weak link in this match. That's not necessarily a bad thing. She's going at it with two of the best women on the Raw roster. So I'm not going to kill her for that. I'm not crazy about this gimmick that Nikki chose to do, but it grew on me a little bit. But I do think it's grown kind of tiresome. I think Charlotte is just the best person to have this belt right now. She's since Bayley's gone, she's the best female heel that we have right now. Roman being the best male heel that we have. And the match I gave pay-per-view worthy. I thought in comparison to what we had seen, this was definitely a bright spot. And look, Charlotte, I agree, best in the world. I didn't think this was her best night, but even on her not so best night, she's still great. We saw her do a kind of a tribute to her dad. We saw her go into the turnbuckle, flip over the top ropes, kind of reminiscent of one of her dad's old moves. So that was kind of funny. But Charlotte, once again, champion. I don't know how many reigns that makes for her, but I think she's actually going to be the one to break her father's record. I'm not going to give away anything as far as the ending, but I think she is going to end up being the one breaking her father's record.
That corkscrew moonsault she did was absolutely riveting.
The world.
That was clean. And then when they showed the replay with a better camera angle, and you saw how flush she hit that shit,
it was perfect.
That's what she does.
Yeah,
Charlotte does everything well. I mean, tell me what she doesn't do excellent.
Yeah, I don't have anything.
One thing she does not do,
and she's been doing it because I mean, you can go all the way back to Evolution when she faced Becky, and the spots she took in there. I mean, she took them. She took them.
She's absolutely awesome.
Tell me the last bad match that woman has done.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, she did have a couple bad ones with Rhea. Let's not forget those.
She is not the fault of those matches.
Well, look, no matter how great you are, you're going to have an off night. But Charlotte has fewer of those.
Way fewer.
Way
fewer.
Yeah. So
right.
okay.
F Charlotte Flair.
All right.
I'm tired of this shit.
It's
Okay. Wow. Okay. All right.
All right, well, it is your turn, sir. The triple threat, Rhea, Nikki, Charlotte. What'd you think?
It was an okay match. I give middle of the road. I'm just sick of Charlotte, bro. You know, you see somebody so much and they do everything perfect. You're like, damn it, let somebody else do something. Just let her go on vacation for like 6 years and then bring her back. And this whole gimmick, the superhero shit, stop. She like the female Hurricane Helms. Knock it off. I want Rhea Ripley to get the belt back. I like the character. She's nice to look at. And yes, and something about her in the black makeup and the leather do something to me. Make me.
Yeah.
Hey,
I ain't mad about it. I ain't mad about that.
Yeah.
hey, Doc.
Huh? Sorry.
OnlyFans said you got to take that shit down come October, okay? That shit got to go. All right? Just in case you didn't get the memo.
You said you wasn't gonna tell nobody.
All right.
Here
Now.
we go. In the words of Mike Goldberg, here we go.
This right here, outside of the very, very ending of the show, this was my highlight of the whole night right here. And I know Book's right there with me. Not the match.
I know what you're saying. I know what you're saying. I know what you're saying.
Just the entrance.
The entrance.
Oh man. Come on.
I
Come on.
needed this. I told y'all on the prediction show and last night when we were talking, I needed Ed to do exactly what he did. And while they had to do a makeshift thing with it, I don't care. He still rose up out the fire with the Brood music. The only thing missing was Gangrel. If they had the cherry on top of Gangrel, they could have went out there and just farted in the ring. I would have gave this an instant class.
It would have been
But,
better than a lot of other things we saw tonight.
Yeah. I still think these two put on what they did. They did what they could. I like the fact that the narrative of the match was Seth Rollins trying to hit the curb stomp and he just kept missing. And it was that dynamic. And I like how they gave it the match stakes. If, hey, Edge, neck problems, curb stomp, can take you out. Obviously, we know Seth Rollins has a history of taking people out. We won't go there tonight, but I gave this, believe it or not, I actually gave this superb. I actually thought this was the work was done in the match. The right guy won. Edge, he needed to win. Okay, this is how this had to go. And I liked some of the moves. I liked that Edge went for the spear, and it may not have been the best transition, but he caught him with the pedigree. I still thought that was a cool little spot. And I like the dynamic of having Rollins continually try to do the curb stomp and Edge ducking and dodging. I thought he was going to get him when they were on the ring apron and Edge was draped over the rope. I thought he was going to stop him then for sure, but that wasn't the case. I still thought it was superb though. I still think it was probably on paper, like bell to bell, work rate, probably the best match on the card. Yeah. So, Rob, what do you think?
Well, if I had to grade this, I would agree that I thought this was the best match on the card. Man, I want to go superb. It started off kind of slow, but it did pick up. I love the entrance. Like you, I said to Mike, I said, man, I wish Gangrel was there. That would have really taken it over the top for me.
Yeah.
You know, look, I'm still going to go. I'm going to say superb. I'm barely in there. It started off really slow. It did pick up. And like I said, this was, to me, the best match of the night. So I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to give it a superb. I did expect it to be a little better. I thought these two could have put on an instant classic. Wasn't to be, but it was still the best match of the night.
I think you thinking what I'm thinking. This match could have used a stipulation, last man standing, something like that.
Yeah.
Like no
Yeah, true.
DQ, street fight, something like that. Raise the stakes. If you got it, you're saying Edge is going to a dark place. There should be some type of weapons introduced. Go there. There was none of that tonight. So,
Well, the next pay-per-view is Extreme Rules, so who knows?
yeah, that's true.
Too far is a dark place. I mean, we just saw it in one of the retros we just did with Edge at the Hell in the Cell. Took him in a dark place. What do? Throw it in the Hell in the Cell. This match, let's get the first part out the way because you said it so glowingly. The entrance, I loved it. That music is one of the greatest wrestler theme songs that has ever been. That song is so original. It's awesome. It's one of the greatest entrances ever. So loved it. And of course, switch it to Ed's regular music so you can get that big pop. And it was a nice pop that Edge got. You knew he'd get a big pop. The match started off slow. It was kind of brutal. And I was starting to get worried. But they picked it up. They picked it up real well. So there's a grading I've avoided. There's just a grade I wasn't a fan of. So I just avoided it. I'm going to use it this one time because I just don't know what else to give this match. I'm going to give this a superb. It's the first time I've even given it. I might never do it again, but I'm giving this one a superb. This was the best match of the night. Knew it would be the best match of the night. It wasn't that hard to try to save the pay-per-view because the pay-per-view didn't give us a whole lot. They put in the work. I enjoyed the match after the slow start. Crowd was in it. This was a fun match to watch. The only match that I would ever want to watch again was this one, and glad that Edge finally got the win. So, superb. I enjoyed it. Oh, God. I just noticed.
You just now noticed that?
I just now noticed
It's
it.
been like that for about 2 or 3 minutes.
Wow, I just now noticed it.
He stepped away. It's okay. We'll get his grade when he comes back.
We've been waiting on this one.
Come on. Come on. Come on. Come on.
Never in my whole life have I been so disappointed and mad and wanting to throw shit about a match. And also, I just have to throw in that mindset of what the fuck is going on? So let's start from the beginning. Let's just start at the top. This actually started off pretty decent. They were doing a normal exchange. You had Goldberg hitting moves he hadn't hit in a while. He wasn't just doing spears. They were doing big guy moves. And at some point he hurt his knee and he wasn't able to wrestle no more. And then Bobby Lashley just ragdolled him, which I don't have a problem with any of that. If you're gonna do all that, have him run him into the ring post and do all that stuff and power slam him and do that, win the match at least. This was the ultimate, most disrespectful fuckery I've ever seen WWE put on. And I never thought I'd see the day I would do this to Bobby or Goldberg, but God damn it, fuck this match and fuck WWE, and this match can go fuck itself, okay? I don't want to see this again. They're setting this up for another match.
I told you.
You don't do this.
I know.
But you don't do this at SummerSlam. You do this at Extreme Rules or Hell in a Cell, one of these knockoff pay-per-views. You don't do it in a football stadium. You give them a finish, okay? At least give us a finish. You can't. First of all, the crowd was not going to let this match go on any longer because they were shitting all over it. All right, they weren't having it. Anytime Goldberg, even though, in my opinion, biased, whatever you want to call it, I thought Goldberg looked, as far as the move he was doing, he wasn't just doing spears for once, and the crowd was shitting on it. It's like, goddamn, what do y'all want? I get y'all didn't want him, but this is what we got. So up until that point, I understood why they were kind of giving it to him. You can't put noise over hand gestures. It just is what it is. And I'm okay with it. And you had his son come out. And I said his son will get involved, but I just don't think there'll be any kind of physicality. And there was. You choked out a 15-year-old, Bobby. Okay, man. So now we have to see this again. This makes me think one of two things. They didn't have a way to get out of the match. They didn't know how. Yet again, it's the Fiend and Seth Rollins all fucking over again, where y'all book some shit. Y'all in the corner. Y'all don't want to beat Goldberg again, but you don't want to take the belt off Lashley. Why have the match? Don't do it. So this was absolutely, positively the worst. This was worse than Alexa and Eva Marie. This was worse than anything on this entire fucking card. This was the worst thing I've seen all year. Okay? This is going to be on the worst show. Worst of number one, worst match. Bobby Lashley, Goldberg. Fuck that shit. GFY. I don't want to see it again. I've said this time and time again. I did not want him to come back and wrestle anymore. You're killing your legend. You should have stopped in 2017. Just stopped. You've done nothing but fuck this up since you've been coming back. I get it. The money's good. You can do something else to make money. That was ugly. And for all the people chanting Oldberg and saying Oldberg, well, yeah, you're proving the point. You're saying his knee gave out and he can't go.
That'd be me.
And it's not like he was actually hurt. We could tell you, anybody with a brain could look at this motherfucker. He ain't hurt. He's fine. He's selling. Somebody else needs to go because I'm really, I would have been fine if they just said, hey, we're going to beat Goldberg, give him some extra moves this time. We gave him more time to train. Fine. Bobby wins. I'm fine with that. He could even squash him. I would have been fine with that. But to do this silly ass shit, have a match get called off because of his knee. Keep in mind, people, the other reason this is bullshit, he cracked his fucking head open in Saudi Arabia and it somewhat finished the match, okay? But you're telling me his knee gave out and he can't go? Go ahead, Book. And I don't care what you say. At this point, Book, you need to go because I need to hear it. I don't have a rebuttal. I have zero rebuttal tonight. I have no pun intended. I don't have a leg to stand on. So go ahead.
Well, this pay-per-view has been so fun.
It's
great matches all night long. And then you have legend, the Hall of Famer, Big Bad Goldberg, show up. Oldberg, who he's been for a very long time, has made another appearance. I expect to see him in Grumpy Old Men 3. And
Yeah, I was wondering.
so bad, vodka. I
Yeah, I drank a lot of that tonight.
hate Goldberg. That son of a bitch needs to stay away. You are stealing people's spots. Your old ass can't rest. You never could, and you're worse now. Stay away. The only enjoyment I got from this was over here. This was 20 million times better than that shit from Fool's Goldberg. Eric, I'm sorry. I know he's your guy. I am sorry.
Don't be sorry. Don't be sorry.
No, I am sorry.
sorry.
It's your guy.
No,
I know you're not enjoying it, but
We keep it real here.
we keep this real. Woo! This is only one motherfucking thing. Folks, this is a flaming dumpster fire, fucking horrible, torturous, fucking mundane piece of shit, dump fire, AEW Women's Division fucking F. Eric, again, I'm sorry. Oldberg can go away. And as far as this next match he has, not watching it. You all can enjoy that torture. I'm done. I'm not going to watch Oldberg. Go ahead. And by the way, one last shot. Fuck you, Goldberg.
All right. Look, there's only one grade for this one. It's a go fuck yourself. I'm sorry. Even though
This is a record, by the way. We've never given out this many.
I was laughing my ass off through this
Oh no.
match.
He was in tears.
I had tears rolling down my face. It was so look, the entrance. Where were the sparks? What happened?
Rob, nobody got pyro. Nobody.
No, I know, but it's Goldberg. That's his thing,
It's
man.
glaring.
I mean, come on.
It's glaring with Goldberg.
That was the first time I really noticed, like, wait a minute. I mean, even Gilbert had sparklers. Goldberg got nothing. So I already knew, okay, this is not going to go well. Now, at first, I'll be honest, when I saw the knee injury, and this is going to sound terrible, I was laughing because I actually thought dude blew his knee out. I thought he tore an ACL.
Oh
He
shit.
was dying.
I'm like, because when he first came out, I'm like, okay, 54 years old, dude looks the part. He looks great. But he had a little trouble picking up Bobby at times. He didn't do it in typical Goldberg fashion. And then the whole knee thing, I guess it was great selling on his part because it worked for me. I'm like, damn, dude he's just falling apart right in front of our eyes. Now, apparently that was just a good sell job by Goldberg because the match continued. And at the end of the match, Bobby's just laying chair shots on this busted knee of his.
Yeah.
Yeah, Gage comes in. Bobby takes him out. And at this point, I go from laughter to being pissed because now I know that means we're going to see this shit again. This feud is not over. We're going to see another match.
And you know where it's going to be.
I know. Look, man.
Wait.
Okay, go ahead.
You know where it's going to be.
What, Extreme Rules?
Mm-mm.
No.
Don't you say WrestleMania.
No.
Mm-hmm.
No.
WrestleMania?
Yeah. No.
Survivor Series?
Survivor Series? Oh,
Found you.
Oh, well, okay. Well, then you know how that match is going to go, right? I mean, Goldberg and Saudi Arabia, you know that don't go together. You know how that turns out.
have fun.
But look, bottom line is, I think Goldberg, look, we know he can look the part. I just don't know if he can do the in-ring work anymore. Okay. I'm trying to be somewhat diplomatic on this. I could be cruel about it. I don't think I have to. We all saw the match. My grade is in, but look, go out while you still have your legacy, while people still have those good memories of what you were. Okay. And I've said this about one of our guys, Taker. Okay. Taker, he had some missteps at the end of his career. Don't go out like that. So I'm just hoping that Goldberg, for the sake of all of his fans, like you, Big E, that he just decides to shut it down soon, so that we can all remember the Goldberg that was and not the Goldberg that is.
This is how I've always seen it.
Go ahead, Doc.
I just want to say, you gave Book all the fuel he needed. When he was like just talking about Goldberg, he was waiting. I was dying. The match was. So wait, let's go back. The intro, when Goldberg do the kick, the punch, and the pyro go off. I think he was thrown off because we watch it again. He did the kick, the punch, and he ain't hit no fireworks. He stood there and he looked. And then the smoke came out. Go back and watch it. I was looking at it, man. Then the camera zoomed back like he's supposed to be walking, and he was still standing there like, yeah, man, this was I don't want to say go fuck yourself, but they could have fucked themselves with this one.
There we go. Come on.
It's tough, man, and just stop bringing Goldberg back, man. That's like bringing Bret Hart back to fight AJ Styles. Just don't.
I love Bret, but no, don't do that. Don't do that.
Yeah, go there.
That's tough, man.
I've been saying it. You can go back and check all the videos and podcasts. I've been saying it for years now. Stop bringing him back. I've been saying it. As the fan, I've been saying it. Okay. Wow.
Big E, though, didn't you predict Goldberg to win, though?
Yeah, somebody did do that.
I did.
Somebody did do that.
Yeah.
No, I did.
Okay.
Because I thought that's what and I also said somebody's going to cash in on his ass at the same time.
You did say that. You did say that.
Yeah,
Okay.
it was a failure.
So none of that shit happened.
Nope.
You didn't make a new star, which is what the point of what my prediction was, to make a new star. Instead, you've gone on and let us know we're gonna see this again. That, like Rob said, the only good thing about that was that Goldberg learned how to sell at 54, not overselling, not underselling it, but actually looked like he legitimately hurt himself.
I thought that man tore an ACL,
but as soon as
Achilles or something.
You said he had a heart attack.
And that's what, I swear, I thought he grabbed at his chest real quick.
As soon as Bobby started throwing him into the ring post and was hitting him with a chair, I was like, okay, this is a work. And then Gage came out. I was like, oh, we're gonna see this again. Okay. Yeah.
That's what I said to Mike. I said, man, that means we're gonna see this again.
Have fun, Eric.
Have
fun, Eric.
Anyway, we have spent enough time on the worst shit on the show.
No, more.
Main event: Roman Reigns versus John Cena. Two guys that it's like looking in the mirror almost. Except one of them actually got to be the heel. I had a good time with this. Again, I don't know what was with this night with these slow starts, but I figured this one would be slow. A lot of crowd participation helped it though. So it was okay. This wasn't a catch as catch can special. And that's just a Cena thing. You're not gonna get that with him. We all know that. He's gonna do some big moves. You know, he's gonna do the AA and throw Roman through a table. It's gonna look cool. He's gonna do another AA off the top rope. That's fine. He needs to shut the fuck up and STFU his ass back on the movie set because that shit still looks terrible. I stand by that. That shit looks awful. Worst finishing move ever.
Agreed.
I still thought it was good though. I still thought it was entertaining. The trash that Roman was spewing into the camera just made him that much more of a badass. I love the stuff he was saying, and that he finally I like that they saved the spear. He didn't spear Cena 3, 4, 5 times. It was just one good spear, and he beat him. And Cena finally laid flat for somebody and truly put them over. As far as bell to bell the match goes, I have to go just pay-per-view worthy. It wasn't in-ring wise, it wasn't better than Seth and Edge. I mean, yeah, there was a table spot, but that's just kind of WWE 101. The main event, somebody goes to a table. You could go back to the 90s, and that's just the recipe for a pay-per-view. The main event, somebody's going to a table. That's just what it is. So, I mean, it had good heat. I liked Roman's trash talk. No Usos. So, yeah.
Sure about that?
I gave this a pay-per-view worthy. So, Doc, what did you think?
I thought it was freaking superb. I think the back and forth was decent for what it was. I think the concept was good. It was like, I ain't gonna say R, but like Generation Next hero and this generation hero going against each other for like supremacy. I thought it was dope. I thought it was freaking dope. When it took like 8 Superman punches. I'm like,
yeah, he did take a lot of those.
Yeah, but the back and forth, the crowd participation, the trash. And you know what? Talk about trash talk. At first, I was not sold on Roman as a heel. He grew on me, like his trash talk, because I was like, The Rock is just like the best trash talk in a family, but he can go.
Well, yeah, everybody knows that.
So I gave it a superb. Just the fact of the concept of the match, the back and forth, and the action. I gave it superb.
All right, Book.
I have said numerous times that in a Roman Reigns match, if I see one damn Uso, F, done.
They weren't
Usos were in the entryway.
They walked out to.
They walked out with him.
They weren't even ringside.
They weren't even in the match.
They walked out with him. I don't want to see.
They're a faction.
I don't care. I don't care.
Well, then you shouldn't even watch the match then at that point. Now, at nothing. You shouldn't even watch it.
Let me talk, sir. I'm about to shock you. I decided to end that. I let it go.
I'm shocked too.
I let it go. I just looked at the match. I'm not happy the Usos showed up, but I let it go. I wasn't impressed with the match, though, so I'm not going to give it an F. It's not an F or anything like that. But it was some bullshit. I'm sorry. There are some people who just don't gel, and I've never thought they gel. So it's just not a good match. It just wasn't a good match. I didn't enjoy it. Cena is an eyesore. He's just an eyesore.
Can't argue
so I'm not blaming Roman on this at all.
Shit.
He's an eyesore. And I swear to God, I'm sorry. That that fucking submission move that Cena does. It kills me every time. It kills my soul seeing him do that move. It is so damn brutal. Motherfucker, stop it. Stop it. Please. Please. I know senior citizens that could do that move better. Stop doing it. Cena, stay the fuck away. We don't need you around. Just stay away with your shitty finishing moves. Now, I will give him one prop. I'm going to give him a prop. That AA that he did on the outside through the table, that actually was good. He put something on it. He needed to get through the table, but he put something on it. So I'm going to give him that. But the match, not that impressive. That part stunk. I will give that the bullshit that it was. Go ahead, Zach.
Well, I want to give this at least pay-per-view quality because, first of all, we know we never see Roman versus Cena on TV, so that alone makes it pay-per-view worthy. But did I think the match was very good? Yeah, not really. I would give the match itself just TV quality. It wasn't horrible. It just wasn't great either. We've talked about Cena and that STFU, man, his hands were touching the mat. You're supposed to be pulling back and putting force. He's leaving his hands on the mat. We know full well there is nothing on that move. It's just terrible. The spot, the AA on the table, that was good. I loved Roman's heel work in it. Roman, I thought, looked dominant in the match, while Cena, had his offense. For the most part, Roman looked dominant. I like that part of it, but I just didn't think these two. Look, I like Roman Reigns. Is he the best wrestler? He's not. Cena, in order to have a great match, needs to work with another great wrestler. I don't know if I would call Roman Reigns a great wrestler. No. I think he's a great wrestling personality. So, neither one of these guys had the best dance partner, and so you're not going to make for a good dance that way. So this wasn't a good dance, but it wasn't horrible. TV quality, the right guy won. So I was happy about that.
I'll say you can make that match better with a better stipulation than, well, if I lose, I'm only the face of the company now. But if I lose, I'm going to leave the company.
Anybody believe that? I mean, that was so.
That telegraphed it. That told you right there what the outcome was going to be.
How about putting Finn Balor? How about putting Finn Balor in the damn match? That would have made it better.
I said that. I said that.
Screwed him over so many times, and they did it again.
Yeah, I said that. I said you can't just have him out here and do nothing with him, and they did nothing with him.
Yeah, Balor was on the card, but not Finn. Not Balor. Baron Corbin was on the card, but not Balor.
Yeah, makes a lot of sense.
Even though it was a pre-show,
and you had somebody else on the card do that move. Differently. Edge pulling back on Seth Rollins and got the win.
He did it right.
Yes.
I just don't understand. And this is why I never ever wanted him to come back. I get it. It's shock value. We show Money in the Bank. Let's Cena again. Yeah. I don't care. I gave him props on Suicide Squad. Good. Okay, you've done one thing right out of all your projects, all your movies.
Good job, man.
He did. Honestly, he did a great job with Suicide Squad. I couldn't believe it. But he still sucks. Mr. Missionary Man needs to just stay away and never come back. You suck. You were never good. Triple H told you sucked back in the day, and he was right. Now, Roman wins the match. Cena rolls out of the ring, and we think that's it. Nope, they didn't even waste no time. Hear that music, and the place exploded again. This is the only real surprise of the night that really they stuck the landing on this one. And Rob, I know you probably jumped up, had to pop big, because not only did you get one, you got both. Well, you didn't get them both right, but you.
Yeah, I said I didn't think Brock would come back because of the COVID resurgence, but I was wrong, and I'm glad I was.
But the fact that you brought those two things up and they both came to fruition says a lot. And you've been saying since Roman turned heel, this was a year ago, that Brock needed to come back and they need to have this match. And here we go. They didn't touch, and I think that was smart. I know the crowd wanted them to probably brawl and do all that stuff, but no. You got to say that. And Paul Heyman selling it,
That's what
backing
we were
off.
saying.
Oh yeah.
Oh,
Paul's the man.
Paul
And-
was on his knees, like
yeah.
panic look on his face, like, oh shit.
He was squirming. He was groveling. He's perfect.
And wow, how cool is it to see Brock Lesnar as a babyface? Because after Roman leaves, he's popping the crowd. I've never seen that. Pointing to the crowd and flexing for him. That's going to look great. And dude looks badass with that fucking beard. And I don't care, the man bun, whatever. He looks badass. And he lost weight. He's still big.
He did.
But he lost, the stuff you want to lose. He lost that.
Yeah.
He looks great. So I don't know when they're going to do that match. Please don't say Saudi Arabia.
Yeah. Are they going to do that at Saudi Arabia too?
I hope not.
You
But-
enjoy that one.
But it's probably gonna be because they haven't been there in 2 years, so they're probably man, fuck.
And look, that's probably why Brock came back. Look, say what you want to about Saudi Arabia. Those wrestlers get paid when they go over there.
They get paid.
Yeah, so that's probably why Brock came back now.
He's like, you gonna pay me $5 million? What? I'll come back.
Yeah.
That's how much he makes off these shows. $5 million. You know how much he makes to go to Raw? Just to stand there? $238,000 just to stand there. Just not say a fucking word, not even fight half the time. Just
Do
That's
that
it.
damn house.
that's it.
That's crazy.
Money, money,
Well,
money,
look,
money,
man,
money.
I'm telling you, SmackDown is the show. You got Roman Reigns, you got Becky Lynch as the champion over there now, and you got Brock Lesnar back chasing Roman. SmackDown's
Yeah.
the show.
I think Becky knew. She was like, I'm
Uh-oh. I don't know if you're hearing us, Eric. You're frozen.
I thought it was my internet.
Oh,
Oh,
it's
yeah, you look like this.
not.
doing.
There you go.
Oh.
What happened?
You
You
were
were
froze. You were froze for a while.
Well, I guess I'll see it when I edit it. But yeah, I'm glad Becky's back. I know that outcome probably wasn't all her doing, or maybe none of her doing. I don't know, but the company itself, they didn't handle that the right way. Like, I go from being happy to see Becky to pissed off that y'all Kofi Bianca.
To me, I kept saying to Mike, I felt like that was all on the fly without knowing exactly what happened with Sasha. When she wasn't on SmackDown last night, I felt like, okay, did they still think she was going to wrestle Saturday night? Did they find out just a few hours ago that she's not? And so, because we all knew that Becky was going to be backstage,
Mhm.
but I didn't actually think she was going to come out. And did they just say, Becky, look, we got to do something. Sasha's not here. We got to do something. Could you go out and
Probably.
do this for us? Yeah, that's just the feeling I got.
I mean, I think we all knew she was coming back soon, really soon. The plan may not have been that night, but what did Undertaker say on Last Ride? Always have your gear. Never leave your gear at home. If you're in the building, have your gear because you never know.
Yeah. Right.
And he was supposed to do something, and he didn't have his shit, and he couldn't do it.
He had to fly back.
Yeah.
Becky
Yeah.
didn't really need her gear for the work she did tonight, though.
No, she didn't.
She didn't need gear. She didn't need gear.
It's and I can say this. It's a damn shame when your match is shorter than a Goldberg match.
Oh,
Wow.
wow.
Burn your own guy. But we keep it real though. That you're proving the point. We keep it real
That
here.
sounds like something I'd say.
Yeah. Well, we've covered it all, and I think I won Chance or No Chance because it's 1:00 in the fucking morning, and the show didn't end until after 11. So yeah. Oh, I mean not Chance No Chance, but over under.
Oh, you
It
got
definitely went over 4 hours, like I told
Yeah.
y'all.
Roman's entrance was 4 minutes and 30 seconds.
That's what I said. I said his
I
entrance gonna be
timed
the
it.
longest.
4 minutes and 30 seconds. Ridiculous.
Ridiculous.
I think 3 titles changed hand, but one of them was a match we didn't even know was going to happen.
Yeah, that
Becky
doesn't
versus
count.
Bianca.
That doesn't count.
Yeah, so
So we won that.
yeah.
All right. Well, appreciate y'all for listening. Doc, thanks for coming on.
Man, thanks for having me.
You didn't get too crazy, I guess. There was too much
He
other
wasn't here.
foolishness.
He just disappeared.
Yeah.
Appreciate y'all for watching, listening. If you do listen to the audio, you really should watch the show because you get to see more and it's a better interaction. So
See
make
me
sure you
get drunk.
check us out on YouTube. And then of course you can listen to listen to us on all the platforms, major platforms. Apple, Google, Amazon, iHeartRadio, Podbean, all that good stuff. So, like I said, next week we'll be starting the Rocky series, meaning Dwayne Johnson, The Rock movies
Sylvester Stallone.
with Scorpion King. So that will be next week's show. And then a reminder that we will be at AEW All Out on September 5th. We will be there to see CM Punk's very first match in 7 years. Can't wait. So we'll be there. Yeah, that's pretty much it. Check out our CM Punk reaction video that we did. And I think that's pretty much it for now. Yeah. Ambassador, take us on home.
Hey, listeners, we appreciate y'all. Let's hear from you. Doc, welcome back. Always good to see you.
Thank you, sir.
Hopefully
You
come
too.
back more often. But yeah, hit us up, fans. Let's grow the show.
That's right. Oh, and check out the Countdown Podcast hosted by MJ Book. Check him out. He's also on YouTube and all the platforms we are on as well. So check him out. Thanks for watching, people. Let us know in the comment section what you thought of the show. If you feel the same way we do. And we'll be sure to check out Twitter and social media and get all the reactions from the show tonight. Because I'm pretty sure there's a lot to look at. So thanks again, everybody. Go get your vaccine and take care. We'll speak to y'all again next week.
Goldberg sucks.